And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Here we go. 44, 44. Mike, 44. Here we go. And Mike's Popo. Not today, you are. Not today. Mike.
And that'll set them back 5. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taken in at the 22. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. The Vikings opening their lead up to 2 touchdowns now. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Off the play fake. Dobbs, he's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Watch the run. It's top, baby. That's baby top.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
He's going to fire one. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Here we go. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Hey, check.
From the shotgun, here's Downs. The quick slant caught. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on second and goal. The final shot before break. Dobbs, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Set the valve in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, Foxtrot. Sit up. Hit it.
A final shot before half for Locke. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They run it with Armstead. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
47, Mike, 47.
From the 44, Dobbs, and Diggs has it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Stephon Diggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Lock to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this one to Patrick. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Bravo. Bofo's to Mike. Mike's Bofo. Come. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Dobbs dumps it off to Fournette. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
1st down, Jacksonville.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
1st down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check it over. He's checking.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Looking long for Westbrook. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Check 3. Check. General West. Check 25.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Hey, Delta. Spoke to Mike. Mike spoke forward. Watch the screen. Get it.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Locke going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Ready? Watch tight end, watch tight end.
Fournette, a first down carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
Mike's 47. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
From the gun, Dobbs. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown.
That's the one you let the spin.
DJ Chark, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And it's 21-3. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check 24, check 24. Hey, switch here.
Another run by Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They look to throw. It's Locke. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
94. 80 weapon. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. He's crashing. He's dude.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kentrell Brice picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. The tight end Seth DeValve, the intended receiver.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ready. 60 yards. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Locke. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Josh Allen brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Broncos had 15 fourth-down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. Locke to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Dwayne Smoot. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Jacksonville, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.